as we try to finish out the year strong, we're trying to balance it all, and we think if we can just get those Q4 numbers in and we get the books closed, we're going to be great.
Yeah.
But then our lives aren't quite there.
Yeah.
So what do business leaders need to know that are listening who think if I can just crush it in business and unplug for a week with my family, my life's going to be awesome?
Well, no, that's absolutely 100% not true.
Pipe dream.
Yeah, it's not real. Good numbers help. Let's be honest. It helps reduce the stress. It helps reduce financial stress, the mental stress. You're worried about, you want your people who work for you to have a great Christmas. You know what I mean? You want their kids to have a great Christmas. And so if you're a good leader, you feel that responsibility, and that responsibility is good. That's why you're a leader. I think it goes back to winning won't make you well at your house either. And so trying to win arguments, let's crush this trip. Don't change that mindset. Let's go on this trip together. And things are going to pop up, and you can choose when they pop up to your debit card gets declined, and we got to figure this out live. You can choose at that moment. Am I going to stress and be crazy about this, or am I going to lean into it and smile and be like, we're on adventure now, right? Or you're going to get a flat tire, or one of your kids. My wife took the kids to Texas recently. She said they got off the plane. My son pulled his little mask off that he'd been wearing all day on the plane and just barfed everywhere. And that started a 24-hour bug. Then they got him taken care of. He barfed all night. She's going to work in another state, by the way. And then as soon as he had a good morning, he's eaten, and my daughter was like, Mommy, I don't, and then now we're on it again. And so that my wife is like, I get to choose my attitude. Am I going to lean into this and say, I'm going to get some really intimate time with the kids. I'm going to get to cuddle with them for 48 hours because they're barfing everywhere. Or am I going to say, my plans are ruined? You get to own misery, or let's lean into the adventure. And so take off the crush it. Let's dominate this trip. But let's be hospitable. Let's drop our shoulders and say, come what may. Let's plan. Let's be intentional. And then let's lean into the unknown of what all these trips are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as you're hosting the Dr. John Delony Show and you're traveling, speaking to a lot of business owners and teams, what are some of the biggest pain points, trends that you're kind of seeing out there that maybe concern you, that you're like, hey, I really need to help some people in this area? Is it just a general level of anxiety? Is it the fear of the unknown? What's going on, do you think?
That's a great question. There's, off the top of my head, George, there's several things. One is, I think the last 24 months have shown us we don't control much anything. And we don't have a psychology for what that means. We thought we controlled our kids' school and our counties, and we thought our voice mattered on certain things, and we thought business just works like this. And now we're just having to figure it out. And I think that we don't have a psychology for, if I can't control it, then who am I? Then what do I do? And leaders have found themselves having to actually lead. And leadership for the last decade has been relatively good. Like profits have been up and things like that. This year's been hard. The other side of it is a lot of people have had incredible years and they can't say it. They can't speak that out loud. Their marriages,
feel guilty?
Yeah. And Brene Brown says it best that shame eats secrets for breakfast. Depression is all about secrets. Even anxiety to a large degree is about secrets. And so whether stuff is going well for you and you can't say it out loud, you don't feel like you can, or the wheels are coming off your marriage, your job, or you don't even want to do this anymore. My bunch of buddies who are coaches, and after all the years of the this and the that, they're getting out. And it was just freeing for them to say, I don't want to coach anymore. And just saying those words out loud. Wherever you are, you're finding out where your identity has been, and now you got to reclaim it. And now everyone's asking this one question, who am I now? And so if you can sit back and say, as a part of the transition from 21 to 22, who am I? What do I actually want? What does my family need? Do we want to live here anymore? Like Kansas looks like a great place to live. I know whatever you want to do, this is a moment in history to really be intentional about who you are, where you want to be, and then go do that. And stop living this false story that this is the quote-unquote way things are supposed to be.